Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just had some delicious In-N-Out, and I was gonna follow it up with a cigar. Foundation's The Tabernacle. And I wanted to share it with you, and I wanted to review it and see how it smokes, how the draw is. It's one of my favorites. I've had it before, but I just wanted to make a video about it because it's so good. So I wanted you to know about it as well, so you could go out and get it and enjoy it with me. So like I said, this cigar was recommended to me by my cousin, my wife's cousin, but you know, I call him my cousin, I don't care. Oh, made a mess there. And you know, as soon as I tried it, I knew it was going to be one of my daily drivers. So I have this cigar in the Humidor at all times. It's one of my favorites, and it's just a really nice smoke, and something tastes so good, and something I could go back to every single day. So it's a really good daily driver for me. I really hope this wind is gonna let my torch do its thing. Let's get right into it. This is gonna be a solid smoke, especially after the In-N-Out I just devoured. Let's go, baby. I like to get a virgin hit. I don't puff on it while it's lighting up. I just light it up and then I can give it a puff once it's ready. That should be okay. So good, so smooth. This might be just my taste buds, but immediately what I feel in my mouth is a very, it's like cacao. That's the taste, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I draw on this cigar here. It's very smooth, very nice draw. Beautiful puff of smoke, and it tastes amazing. This is made by Foundation. I'm gonna have some B-roll to show it up close to you. I don't feel like getting up right now, but it's called the Tabernacle, and it's made in Nicaragua, and it's made in the AJ Fernandez factory. Just a little bit of trivia about the cigar. Another thing I love about this cigar, this may be trivial, but the band is so awesome. Again, I'm gonna have a picture up for this, but it looks so good, and it just adds to the experience of having the cigar. With certain cigars, you feel a little bit of spice on the tip of your tongue. This cigar is very smooth, and I don't really feel any kind of spiciness when drawing on this cigar. The only way I can explain it is like cacao. It tastes like chocolate when you draw on this thing. It's just very, very good. You know, usually Mondays I wouldn't be doing this, but Mondays are my day off. I have a pretty weird work schedule. So this is a nice little gift for myself. To have a cigar after a giant In-N-Out meal. So far, I know it's just beginning, but so far it's burning very well, very even, and it's wrapped very well. When I cut it with my less than amazing cigar cutters, it did very well. The tip is doing very well. It's not falling apart. It's not coming apart. Everything looks good so far. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have this available at my local cigar shop where I get my cigars from. But if you can't, the one that I would definitely recommend is where I've gotten a box from, is Cigars Daily. Cigarsdaily.com is probably the best source for the cigars you can't normally find at a smoke shop or something like that, unless you go to a legitimate cigar shop where they have like a walk-in humidor where you can find this type of thing. But this is definitely worth it if you want to order it in a box. I would definitely recommend you trying it before you doing that, but I think everyone who likes these darker tastes and bolder tastes would love this thing. I am sitting in the garage. It is a bright and sunny day, but it's just entirely too windy to sit outside today. I would have loved to sit in the backyard and enjoy the weather and smoke my cigar, but it's just entirely too windy to record a video. And I really hope the crosswind that is coming from the back door of the garage isn't ruining the audio here. But it's just as fine. The smoke will clear out of the garage and I'll be just fine. Such a smooth draw. I am not a very experienced cigar connoisseur where I can tell you exactly why it's drawing so smoothly. All I can tell you, it's wrapped very well. The taste is very smooth, tastes like cacao. The aftertaste is really starting to, I'm not about a third way in, but almost there. The aftertaste is really starting to build in my palate here. I'm really starting to taste the spices and all the flavors on my tongue after drawing on this thing. It's just a fantastic smoke. So I'm about a third way in. I haven't had to correct it yet. It's drawing very evenly, smoking very evenly, and it's just been a wonderful experience, especially since I'm on a full stomach full of In-N-Out. Shout out to In-N-Out. The last video I made was about Gurkha cigars because I was smoking a Gurkha at the time. I just couldn't understand the hate that Gurkha was receiving at the time. To me, it seemed like they made very well made cigars that smoked good and tasted good, and it was just getting undeserved hate. This is about a cigar that I know a lot about, smoke all the time, and I just feel like this is a thing I should share with everyone. And if you are a fan of cigars, if you are a fan of smoking cigars, I just wanted to make this video to let everyone know what my daily driver is currently, and it doesn't look like it's going to change for a good amount of time because I'm really happy with the cigar. This is something that if you haven't tried, you should definitely try, and I definitely think it'll find a place in your humidor regularly if you try it. Now there's a YouTube channel that I enjoy very much. It's called the Dry Creek Wrangler School. I recommend it to all guys my age, in the 25 to 45 age range. It's a very good channel. Dwayne is a fantastic content creator, and he talks a lot about how therapeutic in a way cigar smoke is. It's something that you have to sit down to do deliberately. It's you're not supposed to hit a cigar more than 4 or 5 draws a minute, or maybe less. So it takes time in our fast-paced kind of life. Having a cigar and enjoying a cigar is something that requires you to slow down, sit down, enjoy, ruminate, and think about everything. It requires you to just slow down, especially if you feel like your life is moving at a very fast pace and you just need a thing to ground you. I really like my cigar time because it requires me to slow down. It's 45 minutes, hour and 15 minutes of sitting down and enjoying this activity, and I really love it. So if you are someone who wants to try this, I really would recommend it. but of course, it depends on if you're a fan of tobacco products like a cigar. So. I'm one of those guys that leaves a band on until I absolutely have to remove it before it burns. I really like the look of it. I like having the band on for as long as possible. So you're gonna see that, until I get to very close to being done with the cigar. And I'll move the band down as much as I can, unless it's stuck to the cigar, then I don't wanna hurt the cigar. But once the cigar gets warm enough, it'll pretty much loosen up if it's stuck to the cigar. So I'm just gonna move the band down a little bit here and continue enjoying this wonderful cigar. So I'm a little bit over halfway done with the cigar now, and I'm really starting to taste the spices on my tongue, and it's really becoming a full, bold flavor. Again, I'm not a cigar connoisseur, so I can't tell you if it's like, ooh, it tastes like black pepper or cinnamon or cayenne pepper. I don't know. I enjoy the activity itself in and of itself, and I don't have the kind of a refined palate that could be able to tell you these things. But what I really wanted to do was just hang out with you, enjoy the cigar on this wonderful Monday afternoon, and on my weird day off on a Monday, which is fantastic. I love being off on a Monday. I think the last time I made the only time I made a video about cigars, I was talking about different subjects. For example, leaving California because I wasn't, happy with the state of things in the state, no pun intended. And I'm still here. And it just didn't seem like it was in the cards for me at the time. And you have to be able to roll with the punches, and you have to be able to make the best out of these situations so that you can not be tortured by the fact that you're in a certain place or you're going through something. You have to be able to pick up the pieces very easily. You have to be malleable. At work we have this saying, "Semper Gumby," forever flexible, always flexible. So you have to be flexible to these things, especially if you have a family, if you have children, married, things of that sort. You have to always be flexible and be able to roll with the punches, because these things just, there's a lot of factors in all of these equations. And, you can't always have full control of these things. So you have to be flexible and you have to be malleable. It's really helpful if you're not bogged down by small failures in a large project. You have to always kind of stay, have a larger view of the things. You can't be laser focused. You can't have tunnel vision on these things, because it'll really bog you down, or it'll really slow you down in your progress. So you have to continuously roll with the punches and be malleable, be flexible with these things. So for now, we're continuing on here in our wonderful state, and who knows what will happen. You can see how much of this cigar I have left, and it's really amazing how much how consistent this cigar is, and how it holds its bold flavor, and it just continuously builds up and it doesn't disappoint. I just love this cigar as a daily. So even though I said that, cigars are something that require you to slow down and enjoy the process, enjoy the activity, I'm still kind of an impatient smoker. So I tend to take more hits than I probably should, which kind of heats up the cigar. You don't want that. You don't want the cigar to overheat, and you don't want to hit it like it's a cigarette or something like that. So still, I am a very impatient smoker, so I have to tell myself, hey, slow down, the cigar's heating up a little bit too much. That will cause you to lose a lot of taste, and it even start to taste bad in your draws. So this is something I have to tell myself constantly, you know, hey, slow down. You already took like 15 hits already. So it's kind of funny. I'm dressed like a golfer today, and I've only been golfing once in my entire life. But I really like this shirt, this Callaway shirt, and it just happened. It's a Monday. I don't know, and it's a laundry day, so don't make fun of me for that. I think it's time to remove the band. As much as it pains me to do so, I really like this one. I usually put it on my finger like a ring because I just don't want to part ways with it, you know? And coming up on the final third of this cigar here, and it's just fantastic. It's continuously building. It's not going at a downward pace. It's continuously building up to a bolder, nicer, more full flavor. I really think if you haven't tried the Tabernacle by Foundation, you should definitely at least get a stick and give it a try, because I couldn't recommend it more than I already have. Now, as this stick gets smaller and smaller, I'm tasting more and more of the spices on my tongue, and it's really nice, really smooth. It's not overbearing. It's something that is a welcomed thing as you draw closer and closer to finishing your cigar. Again, this thing is fantastic. Such a good daily driver. This is definitely one of those sticks that you're gonna want to smoke until it's the smallest nub you've ever seen in your life. This is not one that you want to put down early. It's just so smooth and so nice all the way through that you're just gonna want to smoke the entire thing. It's a very, very, very well-made cigar. Okay, I think I'm just about ready to call it on this one. Very, very good cigar, very fine smoke. I'm really happy with it every time I get it out of the humidor, and I think you should definitely give this cigar, the Tabernacle by Foundation, a Nicaraguan made in the AJ Fernandez factory, a try. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please let me know what is your daily driver and what I should try in the next video. I really appreciate it. See ya.